Hi guys, John the Firearms Instructor, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is John Johnson. I'm the owner and operator of Firearms Training Facility in beautiful Cape Coral, Florida. If you're one of our loyal subscribers, thank you from the bottom of my heart, helping a family-owned business through the YouTube journey. So today we're doing the women's 5 things they must know about handguns, and this is day number 2. In day number 2, we're going to be covering sight alignment and sight picture. Yesterday we covered the proper grip, and we did cover how you drive the gun with your back muscles and all that stuff. But today we're going to be talking about sight picture and sight alignment. And these are 2 things that are important because we need to have a consistent point of aim. And that consistent point of aim makes all the difference in the world. So we need to talk about what a bullet does and what a bullet doesn't do. A bullet does not fly in a straight line. It flies in an arc similar. What happens is the manufacturers all knew that if they did not do any kind of adjustment on the barrel, gravity would begin to pull on that bullet the moment it came out of the barrel. So they have this thing called 6 o'clock hold. It's the easiest way for you to see what you're aiming at to impact it. So let's show you here with a dummy gun and a target that we've made here, and we put up a bullseye. This bullseye itself is the center red dot here, and I have kind of pulled up the rubber gun again, and I want to show you that the barrel is below this line of sight, and that's just kind of what we're adjusting it, if you kind of think about it. If I take this barrel and I stick it directly on the red dot, I won't be able to see where the barrel is impacting on the actual red dot. So what would tend to happen if you did this kind of aim, this is center aim targeting. If you center aim target here, you most likely are going to shoot high, because remember, this bullet flies above the line of sight, and it follows down on the line of sight. No matter if it's an AR-15 or a shotgun or anything, those rounds don't punch out, they rise a little bit. So I want you to think about 6 o'clock hold. So I put a green box here, which you probably can't see it, so I'll make it black for us. And this is what I show all the students all the time because it gives a consistent point of aim, is we want to make sure that we put our gun in the box and give us the ability to have that 6 o'clock hold. And this is what the terminology is about 6 o'clock hold. If we were to play around, look at this as a clock, obviously that's where the name came from, 6 o'clock hold. But if we keep it here and we keep the gun level and we press the trigger very slowly and not let it fall out of the box, this is where we would impact, and we would impact on this base here, somewhere in the middle here, right down here. This is where it would all impact. And that's what we're looking for, consistent point of aim. Because remember, you have your 3 sights on the gun. People always say you have 3 sights. You only have 1 sight, really. So if I were to magically make my sights now, you see this. This is what it needs to look like, the 3 dots, or box and dot system. They need to be lined up. But what's important, guys, is the top of these 3 need to be level. Because if you take the front post and you make it a little lower, I bent this for that purpose, a little lower than the other 2, you can imagine what will happen. You would be a little impacted lower, and if you had it higher, you'd impact higher. So we want to make sure that that's level. And this is kind of hard to do when you are using your wrist to aim the gun. Remember, we talked about that yesterday. We want to lock out our wrist to control the weapon, but a level gun will allow the weapon to be level. And then we got our 3 dots together. So now what do we do with the 3 dots? We line them up together and we put them at 6 o'clock hold, and it allows us to impact at the same position each time. And then the gun recoils, then we need to settle the sights back out to find it again. Recoil, find it again. Recoil, find it again. This right here, guys, is the most important thing because grip starts it. Grip starts it. We talked about that yesterday. Today we're talking about sight picture and sight alignment. Sight picture is where we're going to put this at each time consistently to find the right shot. Sight alignment is how we level these three sights here together. We get the three dots together, we're going to line up, whether it's a Glock with a boxing dot or whether it's a blacked out back sight and colored front sight like the Taurus GXs and stuff like that. Sight picture, sight alignment are important because what they do for us is give us consistent point of aim. Ladies, give this a try when you put the grip together, what we talked about yesterday. Now we have sight alignment. Then we're going to get into the trigger control and all that stuff. These 5 little tips we put together in one video that you can watch and become a better shooter. We are trying to build our audience of women. So if you know anybody that watching this video today that knows a woman who wants to learn to shoot, send these videos to them. It'll help them tremendously. Until next time, God bless, be safe, and remember, you are your first line of defense. Hey, happy Halloween. Don't forget tonight is Tuesday night and we have our live. We would love to have you on that as well. We're going to do the gun myths that are fact or fiction. And I think you're going to like this. It's kind of fun. And I may be in costume. I'm not going to tell you. Until next time, love you guys. Bye-bye.